the hardest part about getting kids to eat healthy is? It's not the food. It's they don't understand why it matters. You can tell a kid 100 times, eat your vegetables, eat more fiber, it's good for you. And they'll nod and they'll forget about it the second you're not looking because you're asking them to care about something that they don't actually understand. But if you teach them how fiber actually works in the body, if you show them the mechanism, then everything changes. They don't just eat fiber because you told them to. They eat fiber because they understand why their body needs the fiber. And that's when behavior actually shifts. When my younger child was small, they ate everything. And I mean everything. We had a really picky older child who never stuck forks in outlets or ate things he wasn't supposed to. But this younger one, we called poisoning control so many times. I'm pretty sure they knew us by name. One time my husband didn't close the bathroom cupboard properly, and our house is 100 years old. So the bathroom cupboard goes all the way up to the ceiling, 9 feet high. My small child climbed all the way to the top of that cupboard to get the melatonin bottle and ate half of it. And that is how we learned that melatonin is safe and you can eat half a bottle as a very small child and just sleep. So helpful to know, I guess. Another time they ate detergent. We followed the poison control instructions, and while we were dealing with it, I asked my child why they ate detergent, and they said, "I don't know, Mom. I don't know why I ate it. I don't think I'll do that again." And thankfully, they never did. That was our last poison control call. But the story that matters for this lesson is about the purple crayon. This child was very, very small, and I was changing a diaper when I discovered a purple crayon. I can only assume they ate it, about half a purple crayon, and it came out the other end. So, being a good scientist, I removed the purple crayon from the poop, washed it with soap and water, and tested it. It still worked. You could still color with it. My older child was watching. He was in preschool at the time, and I saw this as a perfect teaching moment. So I asked him, "Do you think our body can digest a purple crayon?" And he said, "No." "That's right," I said. "We have one tube all the way from the beginning to the end. When we eat something our body can't digest, it just comes out the other end. But don't try it." And that's the foundation for understanding fiber. Fiber is a lot like that crayon. Our body can't digest it. It's the texture in an apple or the stringy stuff in an orange, and our body just can't break it down. So it just goes straight through us. And that's what makes it healthy. Not because it's a nutrient we need, but because it travels all the way through. When I teach fiber in my lessons, I use a sponge. I hold it in my hand and demonstrate visually, not with pictures of actual intestines or poop, just my hands and the sponge, and how that sponge actually cleans out the intestines as it goes through. And kids get this. So much better than when someone talks about preventing cancer, or preventing constipation, or preventing diverticulitis. Those are adult concerns, and those don't matter to a kid's brain, or to be honest, to most adult brains either. But a sponge cleaning out yucky stuff, that's something we can all understand. So when I show them the sponge, I explain the fiber acts like this. It goes through your digestive system, and as it goes, it cleans everything out. It soaks up water like a sponge too, and it sweeps along all the stuff your body doesn't want sitting there. The stuff that could give you cancer, that could make you sick and could clog things up. But there's another part that matters too, is the water. A sponge only works if it's wet. If you let a sponge dry out, it gets hard and crusty and it doesn't clean anything. It just sits there useless. Fiber is the same way. If you don't drink enough water, the fiber can't do its job. You end up with hard, painful little poops, little rabbit pellets that don't feel good and don't move smoothly through your system. The fiber is there, but without the water, it's just a dry, crusty sponge. It's not helping you. But if you drink plenty of water, the fiber soaks it all up. It becomes soft and squishy, like a sponge that's actually wet and ready to clean with. It moves through your system easily, it doesn't hurt, and it actually does the job that it's supposed to do. Fiber plus water equals a sponge that cleans out your intestines and keeps you healthy. I love getting emails from parents about what happens when their kids learn this, because this has started many detailed conversations at the dinner table when their kid explains the whole family, even in front of guests or in front of people that they're trying to impress, why eating fiber is important and what's going to happen to it as it goes through their body and how good it is for their large intestine and what happens at the other end. And you know what? People are impressed, because here's a kid who actually understands. Not a kid who's been told to eat vegetables because it's good for you, but a kid who can explain the mechanism. These are the kids who choose to eat fiber for the rest of their lives because they understand why the body needs it. They understand the science. They understand a sponge cleans them out, and their body needs that cleaning. That's the difference between being told what to do and actually understanding something. And that's just one example of the fact that when kids understand how their bodies work, when they understand the science instead of just hearing the rules, they make different choices. They make a health choice because they want to, not because they should. If you want to teach your kids this way, there's a preview classroom where you can see how it works. Go to docrobinschool.com/lifepath. More coming in the weeks ahead. Take good care.